Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Teach a White Guy. This is a new podcast, okay? So me and my buddy Andre here, we are going to try to do the exact opposite of what has been done to us for the last 8 years, okay? Instead of us being divisive and everybody else is to blame and everyone hates everybody and you want me to hate Andre, you want Andre to hate me, and we have nothing in common and blah, 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 blah. We're going to do the exact opposite of that. The show is literally called Teach a White Guy because us melanin deficient idiots need to learn a few things because we don't pay attention and we talk when we don't know, or we talk too much, basically. So we don't do enough listening and we do too much talking. If you're easily offended, just go away. We don't like you. Or if you're going to talk shit, the rule is the punishment is directly correlated to how funny the joke is. So if you're going to kill us in the comments, be funny, okay? Don't just be an asshole because you're exactly who we're making fun of anyway. So just don't do that. But the reason that this podcast exists is because we were sitting around at the office. It was you, me, a couple other dudes. We're playing the odds here. So it was Andre staring at, 4 white dudes. The 4 white dudes were sitting around complaining about their girl problems and how none of us know how to speak to women and how none of us, we're all afraid of our own shadows. I think we had one friend of ours that had like a sleepover date at the time. He's a brand new man, by the way. You're doing God's work. I think he had a no touching sleepover because he promised her. I think you had a few choice words about how you would have handled that. And then we had another friend who was going through who's a divorce or whatever. And he was, you're just like, dude, like, what the hell is your problem? And then I've seen you, I've just seen it kind of in the field. And I've always wondered why black dudes are so much better with women than we are. We're scared of our own shadow. You're one of the few people. Most people always say like I don't really give a shit what anybody thinks, so I don't give a fuck. And that's just the first way to tell that they absolutely they care. I don't care what you think, bro. Like you care the most. You're the first person in a long time I believed because you don't give a fuck. And I don't know how you don't give a fuck because all the words that come out of your mouth, all I hear is my mother in the background going, "Don't say that. You're just an asshole. Stop saying that." So could you do us a favor and explain to people that look like me how you got so good with women and who taught you? Because I think it is fucking fascinating.
Well, speaking of mothers, yeah, dude, keep it simple as that, man. My mom was she was the ace. She was the one. She was the guideline. It wasn't my father. It wasn't an uncle. It wasn't a big brother. It was my mom, man. My mom, because like, we're her boys, we're the boys. Moms always like look a little deeper into us. They want to make sure that we're all right any way they can, And then if dad's not around, sometimes she got to do a little bit more, right? So my mom literally taught me how to speak to women, how to not speak to women, what I need to do to please women, not in that weird way, but how to keep them happy, right? So basically, literally, like my first girlfriend, 8, 9 years old, all done because my mom. Told my mom, hey, this girl at school, she keeps touching me. She keeps liking me. She keeps picking on me. She's this. She likes you. She wants to be your girlfriend. Girlfriend? Tell me about this stuff. So mom explains to me about boyfriend, girlfriend, relationship stuff, period, right? And then she tells me how to go about this. Do you like her? A little bit. Do you like when she pick on you? I kind of do. You know what I mean? Like answering questions you're not thinking of like, why is she picking on me and why am I allowing her to pick on me versus anybody else? I'm punching in the face, pushing down, or even other girls, you know what I mean? Get off of me. And she's explaining to me, she likes you. This is what girls do, right? And you're allowing her to do this, so you probably like her too, right? And then that's kind of like the first little instance I ever got with my mom explaining to me how girls work, right? And as I get older, I guess it would start to get serious in life. We'll go to that. Probably like, 14, 15 years, that's when you start buying your girlfriends like birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and stuff like that. I have never, not once, not gotten a girlfriend a birthday or a Christmas gift, but at the same time, I have never, not once, gotten a girlfriend a birthday or a Christmas gift because my mom got it every time. Like, she made sure.
So your mom was like, this blows my mind.
She's the go-to, dude, like the go-to.
I've told, I don't know, I've told like 5, you told your friends about this podcast just to see if it even makes sense. And I told a bunch of my friends about this podcast. And when I tell them
My mom, dude.
Dude, when I tell my friends that your mom helped you be better with women, the reaction is either, well, why the fuck didn't we get that? Or they just do this.
Yeah, dude.
Because
like,
here's the
play.
problem. So, and you and I have talked about this in the past, but like and this is another cultural thing that you just only like you guys don't think like white dudes have single parents. Like, of course we do, right? Like I was raised by a single mother too. So like,
Okay.
but the topic of sex, dating, and everything else is not like that. So like when a girl, dude, it didn't matter who it was, as long as she wasn't completely insane, and my mom didn't think that it was going to be like detrimental to my existence.
Treat her like an angel.
She treated her like an angel. She liked the girl that I brought home more than she liked me, and she just make us food and let us like a movie, and she'd take the girl back home, and she'd just open arms. We'd go shopping, and
so
we
it didn't matter. Like, as long as you brought her home, mom treated her like.
Mom just wanted her to like
part
me.
of the family.
Mom just wanted her to like me and wanted her to be nice to me. And my mother, so my mom, the intentions are similar, right? Your mom
course.
wants you to be taken care of, and my mom wants me to be taken care of. But my mother thought that I was special, right? I'm an only child. I raised my mom. So my mom thought, well, my kid's 6'7", he's an athlete, he's not hideous looking. Like, you're going to fuck them all. Like, we got to reel him in, right? She was very wrong, by the way. She was very wrong. But if she would have taught me like Dre's mom did, I probably would have. But instead, all I hear is, don't talk like that. Don't say things like that to women. Treat her special. Be nice to her. Do this. Do that.
My
Do
mom was
this.
complete opposite, man. Literally, like, well, not the opposite. The same goal, right?
Same goal is for you to be happy and successful,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and not.
Well, my mom just thought I'd figure it out. Well, how the hell was going to teach me? But I didn't know. And now, to this day, man. To this very day, I've seen every movie. I watch too many movies. We all waste too many times, right? But when I was a kid, I would watch. So Blockbuster was like the greatest thing ever, right? It was before Netflix. Well, even with Netflix, like we would rent a movie on Friday night or Saturday night.
Right.
I'd get a video game. I'd play something on PlayStation. She'd get like her movie. I'd get one that we both liked, and we'd hang out, right? It was just kid stuff. Well,
They did that with Family Video.
yeah, I would make sure that I saw a rated R movie first, just in case there was a sex scene that I could preemptively make plans to not be in the room for, because I don't want to talk about sex with my mother under any circumstances whatsoever. To this day, I pretend I don't know how babies are made, and we just have this very nice, healthy relationship where we lie. Okay, we pretend, we play dumb. We act like it isn't a thing, and then we just move on. It's like a part of my life that doesn't even exist, let alone not talking about it or being taught how to do it. And my dad doesn't have any game. I mean, my dad's got game for, a 70-year-old white dude, but he don't have game,
Right.
He got a good smile. He's better looking, he's a good looking old guy, but like my dad can't, the way you have helped Chase in the last month is like, Chase literally went from, he's gonna kill me. He wants me to send him this link too, and I'm using his real name, but it don't freaking matter because he's up right now.
Right, he's
but
winning.
Chase literally went from like, I don't know how to say hi to anybody, to having one nut job pretty girl tell him that something was wrong. For him, just instead of like losing his mind like he would have, because it's like, well, we don't know how to talk to him. So every single time we get play, we feel like it's the last time it's ever gonna happen. Right?
Go all in.
Yeah, we don't know how to pick up. We don't know how to just walk in and be charming. Like I need a month. Right? You need to be my wife. My wife used to be my boss. I need you there, and then I can wear you down and play. Yeah, I can do it over time. I can make you want to marry me.
Sizzle the wall down.
Yeah, I can make you want to marry me.
Down a little bit.
I don't know how to make you want to take me home and do horrible things to me. I have no idea how to do that, but I can make you stick around for 15 years and be very, very happy. But it's just the difference in how we are taught. So here's another thing that we were talking about. So we were talking about Boys in the Hood, right?
Right.
And I made an analogy. And I was like, well, I watch Ricky, and
he watched Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, no, I really don't. Doughboy was a bad guy. Ricky got shot. Cuba got out of the car. Everything was good. But while I was watching the movie, it didn't really make sense to me. I thought, it just didn't really click that. Like,
What do you mean?
his mom had to protect Ricky.
Yeah.
because she felt like she probably had already lost Doughboy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like an either or. It was just like she had to do everything in her power to make sure
This
that
one's
her
okay.
kid that was on the right path
This
stays on the
one is
This
okay.
one is okay.
Yeah.
And you've told me that I can say whatever I want and ask you whatever I want, which is absolutely amazing because it's the only reason I get to be here and not be called racist. But white people have never, and this is something that I would like to clip up and make sure that this should go viral. I have never, I don't know a single Caucasian that has ever thought about the possibility that if they have more than one male child, they may not be able to keep all of them for their whole life. I don't know if that is I don't like even saying it's kind of like fucked up. Like I can't even wrap my head around that really.
It's a huge thing, dude. It's like it's a big thing. So that's why when mothers in the black community do have more than one son, and that one son tends to do a little better in school or is a better athlete. That's why that focus kind of just kind of drifts towards that one son, right? And it's not because it's a favorite; it's because she's making the right choice, right? So if you got one son who's constantly getting in trouble, and she just can't figure it out. He's going to jail. He's doing this. He's not doing nothing. Not doing this. But then you got that one son who's same neighborhood, grew up in the same house, same mom, same food, same people, same everything. And he's tend to focus more on school, focus on being better, focus on sports, focus on something. That's what she's living for at that point, right? Because black moms live their life for their kids, just like a white mother would, and just like anybody else.
Of course they do.
Of course
Anybody
they
who
do.
thinks they don't can get fucked.
It can get fucked literally, right?
Yeah.
And that's literally what she's doing now. She's living for that one. I mean, it sounds bad, but it's
But like that is a because
sounds-
so like when I watch Boys in the first time I saw it was it came out like 92, so I'm like whatever I am.
Right.
Like,
But
now I'm
when you
older.
watch it again,
When I watch it again, it's like because I kind of felt bad for Doughboy,
yeah, a lot of people do, man. Just because
but it's because we don't get it.
you feel bad when you see like obviously the scene where mom is like, "It's your fault. You did this. It's your fault. It's your fault. You're
Yeah.
the reason why he died." And blah blah blah. I mean, like we all feel bad because you're like. He was because we really know their relationship. He was through the whole movie trying to protect Ricky,
Yeah, he did everything he could, and then it's
trying
and
to keep
then,
Ricky away.
But then we look at it and we're like, his mom doesn't even care about him. So how?
Yeah.
Of course he's in the streets. But it's really the opposite. Doughboy didn't have to be an asshole. He didn't have to sling rock. He didn't have to kill everybody. He didn't have to do any of that stuff.
But at that point, man, everybody's living for Ricky.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just and
Yeah.
it can appear because like none of the kids that in my neighborhood or high school that saw it were thinking like, oh my God, this poor lady might like have to live in a reality where if she has more than one boy, well, shit, if you have one boy, you better protect them at all costs.
Right.
And if you have three, there's like a statistical probability. So whether it's overbearing, if it's too serious, dude, like we watch videos all the time, some black woman like screaming at her kid in the like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just-
you got a white lady whose kid's on a leash and she's getting yelled at and she's apologizing to the son because she upset her, whatever the fuck it is. And then there's like another video where I
Like-
saw one
like
the other
mom
day.
is screaming.
The mom is at school like, I will beat your ass. Do it again.
Like, in front of
It's like, damn, ma, calm down. It's like, well, I'm not losing him.
Yeah.
And that is a whole different thing. So like
Yes.
from that, so like think what you want. You can think, well, I don't know why would mothers teach their kids like because his mom doesn't want him to friggin' find out that he's trapped up like somebody else and in a bad situation. So
Yeah.
it's probably better to just avoid the trap than constantly find yourself in it, right? So be super careful.
Be the careful you can, right?
This is why it's called Teach a White Guy, bro. Because like I never heard this. Like the first time you told me that, this is on every single white dude in America thinks that there's your dad has a brother that's like a couple years younger, that's closer to your age, right?
Right.
He's out doing dumb shit. He's the cool one. Because that's how it's always the uncle that fucks us up. It's never anybody else. It's somebody, you know what I mean? It's always the fucking fun uncle.
the one who
Hey,
brings
you
the
want
first
some
beer
sugar and
over?
some beer? Yeah, well, shit. I was drinking at 15. You might as well have. So like that's our problem. So I'm just thinking like, okay, so like he looked up to him. They were a little bit closer in age.
Oh, dude.
The uncle teaches him all this slick, cool shit. You kind of get caught up in the, a later episode, we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff about like actual ways you get messed with. little teaser, like how many times you've been pulled over this year
Yeah.
is like another like mind-boggling thing.
Sick.
We'll move on to that, but
Yeah, another time.
but like it's just it's just not what we think. Like, and when you told me that, I had a whole, and we all have prejudices, right? We're not all racist, by the way, but everybody has a prejudice. Okay, everybody, there are stereotypes.
It's built in the American
You
bone.
can have stereotypes against me. I promise you 80% of them are right. Okay? I am exactly who you think I am. I say dumb shit. I can't stop asking questions. I'm entirely curious. I'm going to say someone's going to kill me for something I say. It's just inevitable. But it's just inevitable. But like, I don't know, man. It was like you flipped a switch in my brain. Like that was not a. It's it's like it's like that was in my head. That was not a possible option for you to answer with.
With my mom.
That was just not possible.
Dude, like, just go back to it. Like, straight on FBI detective agent, right? Any girl that comes in the house, man, like, I'm bringing them in the house. There is a time, I don't know if my mom set it up before the girl got there or she did it on the flow, but she makes sure that I'm away and she has a solid 15, 20 minutes of just pure interrogation. Like, I'm probably hounding the girl, and that's where she realizes if this is her new best friend or, this is the last time she's going to ever
And
see
your
this
mom's
girl.
getting dirt to protect you.
Yeah.
My mom's not getting, well, she's making sure she's not like a meth head or something, which they never were. But my mom's just making sure she can have something in common with the girl and making sure she's like, I'm being.
Oh, no.
So if my mom interrogated the other girl, it would be to make sure I was treating her like she was a princess.
Oh, so your mom asked your questions like, is he treating you fine?
Yeah, is
or-
my idiot kid being an asshole? Because, he's an idiot. You know what I mean? He swears too much, thinks he's cool, plays basketball, thinks he's popular. He's probably an idiot. Is he being nice to you? Like, that was my mom's thing. Because my mom's never thought in a million years I might not be there. Like, that thought can't even, she can't even, like, my mom would just crumble.
Straight up.
Just at the thought of me not being here. So it never crossed her mind that I got to keep him close to the vest or close to the chest because something might happen to him. It was just, he'll be fine.
Yeah, my mom wanted to know all intentions
Yeah,
with her
dude.
son, dude.
Now,
All intentions of what do you want
What
with
do you
my
want?
son? Like, why are you here?
so let me tell you why that's a superpower. So,
Oh yeah, and then she tells me what then when she
what you
leaves.
should do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So that's common, right? That's not, just for the record, that's not just your mom,
Okay.
right? That's not, your friends' mothers did that
No,
too.
that's a friends, cousins. That's a thing.
So this is a funny dynamic too. This is why
thing.
I think we're all so jealous. So like so you and your friends, you guys can go out to the club and like run game for fun.
Literally, bro.
So-
You go, hey,
You get made fun of, you get rejected, everybody's like, punk ass motherfucker. And then,
Keep it going.
they're like, okay, try this. Let's
Keep
go
it
run
going,
this game,
keep it
right? Like,
going.
okay, you get the fat one, you get the good looking one. I'm gonna sweep in, run game on this,
yeah,
right?
Or you get that one away, and yeah.
Right. Get the freaking roadblock out of the way, and then I get it.
Fridge.
Get the fridge out of the way of the hot one for sure.
Yeah, fridge.
At least
always
that's still a
protects the
thing.
snacks.
20 years ago when I was single, that was a thing too. But okay, at least fat girls are still
forget
stopping
that.
people from happiness.
Fridges always protect the snacks.
So
Don't ever forget.
we're
Look
canceled.
for the
All right,
refrigerators.
I was hoping to get through one episode before we got canceled. But
Look
okay.
for the fridges, dude.
See this. There'll be episodes on game. I just want.
Have you ever?
No,
Have you ever
we
opened
got
a
time
fridge
left.
without snacks, dude?
No, I know. I know. Yeah, boy, that is so freaking good. But so here's the thing. So you guys get practice, and not only do you guys get practice, but the rejection fear. Dude, I'm a professional salesman. I have helped people make six figures for the first time.
Tons of times. Yeah.
25, 30 times. I've helped people who have never made six figures make six figures. I can sell absolutely anything
Change
to
lives.
anybody.
Change lives.
I can change your life from a skill standpoint, and I can sell water to a whale. I am terrified of women, and it is 100. I can't sell to women. You better be a male business owner, not because I'm sexist, but because I'm a pussy, and I don't want to hard sell a woman because I just see my mom, and I don't want you hard selling my mom, so I can't hard sell my mom. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
They fucked us all up. But here's the other thing that fucked us up: white dudes. You want to see the most violent thing in nature of all time? Watch a gang of white dudes make fun of their friend after he tries something scary and fails. We aren't exactly raising each other up. We're going to bring him back down to our level. We're going to beat him over the head with sticks until he never fucking has that thought in his head ever again. And then we're just going to sit here miserable together because the secret is we're all terrified of women, and that fucking asshole got out of line and we didn't like it very much. So you want to see real violence? It's all psychological and verbal, but we will just absolutely crucify each other for failing at anything.
So at that point, nobody wants to do it anymore. It's like,
Yes, fuck it. Yeah, we'll just figure it out on our own. Nobody asks their friend, dude, how the hell did you, like, now that I'm old enough and, like, I've
been around the block now.
long before your current girlfriend, previous life, I have seen you say some shit that I was like, that is just plain old. He has her number. He got her number. Andre, you can't say that to a grown out. Oh, she's coming back with a pen. Okay, she's coming back with a pen.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay. That's number 3 today. Cool. Okay, all that was offensive and indirect and probably too aggressive, but I made me nervous as hell. You're over here cheesing ear to ear. It's an absolute superpower. So this leads us to the next thing, which I hope we can do. And there's going to be another episode. I think you'll think this is funny. So Megan,
Yes.
we have a mutual friend named Megan. I told her about this podcast, and she
Explain
said,
to her. Kind of give detail who she is real quick.
no,
Explain to her.
no, it doesn't matter.
No.
Megan's a real pretty girl who thinks
what I
that
meant.
she's yeah. You guys will like Megan. She's cute. But she said, all I want to do, she's like, I want to be on a podcast and I want to sit there and I want to interview Andre and I want to find out if I'm racist or if they're just too aggressive because it is just too much. And then Dre looks at me and he goes, that's why I have bad luck with rich white women.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, here's the thing, Bob. If we can get enough people paying attention to this, get some reps in here, we'll stop being pussies. You guys tone it down a little bit.
Give me the middle.
We'll get we can expand our cultures, find some common ground. We'll get you a sugar mama. It'll be friggin' best of both worlds.
Let's do it.
And then everybody can live happily ever after. But I'm telling you, dude, 99% of it is the media telling us what we need to think, say, and feel.
Right.
And the rest of it is we just don't understand until somebody says it out loud. And we're all so afraid to ask questions right now that we just assume we know.
Literally.
And the last thing I want to do is be a liberal white woman, so I try not to assume anything.
That's the last thing anyone want to be right now.
I would rather be
man.
I would rather be so many things right now other than a liberal white woman. I wouldn't get to go to Christmas. I wouldn't get to see any of my friends. I wouldn't get to talk to anybody. I would think Hitler's taken over. I have a lot of things going on my plate right now that cause me a lot of stress, so I wouldn't want anything to do with that. They are not going to be in our fan group, but anybody with a sense of humor might like it, especially if you know a few Karens. But one of the future episodes, we're gonna get Megan in here on camera, and I'm just gonna let her ask you questions because
I don't understand it, man. I mean, it's a little snippy, but I don't know, man. Just
well, you probably
they don't. I don't know, man.
does
They don't
that
like the
change?
aggression, huh?
Okay, so.
They just
Now that you understand how, so the little girl that we were being told to put on a pedestal and treat like gold and to make sure nothing bad ever happened to, and told how pretty she was and how fucking funny they are. They're not funny. Not a funny woman on the planet. No offense. There's a couple of them. Tom Segura's wife is really, really funny. Nikki Glazer likes to talk about her vagina a lot. Like, I guess that's
She's
fine.
funny. Yeah.
I suck dick. I'm
yeah.
funny. Great. Whatever. There aren't funny women, they just aren't. But we tell them they're funny. We laugh because we think if we buy them an extra drink and make them feel special, like every other idiot who looks just like us has before.
And at the same time, my mom was telling me
Never.
that little girl, that little 6-year-old got something up her sleeve, and you need to figure out what it is.
Bro, you're working with a superpower here, bub. You're working with an absolute fucking loaded gun. You have no idea how much further ahead. Now,
She told me like what girls would like, what they wouldn't like. I'm talking about I didn't no bad Christmas presents, no bad birthday presents,
I don't need any of that. Nobody.
no
does
bad
that,
movies, man. Like no bad dates. It was, yeah. I don't make bad dates. Like I don't do. Mom, there's like a little. In the future, I'll show you guys this little 3-step technique that I have picked up here.
I mean, they're gonna like that.
It's kind of like a sales technique.
This is gonna clip really well. I have a feeling. Now, this is just
Worked well for me.
We got a couple of minutes here. And this is just kind of popping into my head. Like, do you ever feel? You ever feel like you've gone too far? And like you don't? Do you feel like the protection? Because I'm sure your mom was like, "Don't talk to her. Talk to her. Don't talk to her." Like,
Oh yeah,
do you feel like it? Do you feel like maybe you're like too insensitive to it? Like,
What do you mean exactly?
so like we are too sensitive, right? We're too sensitive. We want everybody. We want them all to feel special, and we tell them we love them. We tell them how pretty they are, and we tell them how funny they are, and we just because all we hear is our mother going, "Don't you be mean to that little girl, mother! Shut up! Don't say that in public."
Right.
Well, you had the opposite. You had the don't trust her.
Right.
So do you feel like that has prevented you from the ability to actually like find
Yeah.
like value in like
See.
like you know what I mean, like a
No,
bond,
no,
right? Like
yeah,
it's
and I
hard to
get what you're saying, yeah, 'cause-
it's hard to have a bond if you don't really
Open up.
open up or
Yeah.
see the like
Yeah, and that's
You know what I mean?
And that's and it, like you said, that could be a huge problem, right there, because there is like a boundary there that mom always told me you never, don't you always keep up. Mm-hmm. Can't be full vulnerable to every woman you've been with or everyone you're planning on being with.
so never be fully vulnerable.
Yeah. My mom told me don't ever be fully vulnerable until I'm married. Until that's married, and no, that's the last one. Because she said, women they are powerful with their words. They can take what hurts you and make it really bad.
Oh man.
And we know that. Every man knows
Oh,
that.
man.
Every
We-
guy has felt that.
We lie and it's like, yeah, no, I was at Andre's all night. And their lie is like, no, the baby's yours, I swear. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's cool.
There's a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I swear it's yours. Yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they can be. The lies are different.
Exactly. And that's kind of a big thing. So, yeah, and it really could be that. It really could be that of a trusting thing right there, or a opening up
like a
thing, or
connection thing.
a connection thing, right? And it could be the fact that, like you said, we talk to so many women.
Yeah.
That could be an issue as well.
Now, my second question. So, like the same way that like my brain opened up when I found out it was your mom that taught you. Does that make more sense to you from like, because my original point before my brain went crazy and I went on a tangent was that Megan was the girl that I was being told to take care of. So
Yeah, and that
Megan
makes-
was hearing that. Megan was told,
Oh, no, when you
you're
guys
smart,
told-
you're pretty, you're beautiful. Don't let anybody talk to you any way other than this. Anything that's aggressive is not, like she was taught the same way I was.
Oh.
And we were both taught simultaneously that she is 52 times more valuable than me.
Dude, that makes.
I mean,
Dude,
I absolutely
when we all
mean
broke that
nothing.
down together,
Megan means everything.
We all
just
broke
in
that down
society.
together, dude. That made 100% like more sense in my brain of why that I have such trouble with like,
Maybe
rich
they're-
white
'cause-
women,
'cause-
or white women born like in the rich status or grew up that way. You know what I mean? Just like
just-
they don't like the aggression, man. I don't.
Because they were told to be careful. So it's not. Again,
But the
it's-
ones that let me in the door, they like me. It's just, It's
I
just
would have a
like-
feeling they all like you. They just might
It's
be
the
like,
door, so I'm
It's
saying.
the door.
The
Yeah,
door,
yeah. That
It's
so,
like literally like somebody's banging at your door. Are you gonna open it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how I gotta
yeah.
look at it. Like I'm banging at your door. Are you open it? Or if I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
Versus-
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Let me in here.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna get you a sugar mama this year. Well, not 2025. We're gonna get you a sugar mama. Your girl will be fine with it. She'll be loaded. It'll be fine. my wife's she has me in the market for a sugar mama too. So don't worry about it. That's freaking interesting, man. So that is exactly why this podcast exists. I don't know. I learn something every time I talk to you. I'm extremely grateful that you are this open and honest. Because, like I said, without you here, I'm just a racist. So, moving on to the next one, we're going to do more stuff like this. And I think the next episode, if we didn't offend enough people today,
Yeah,
we're
dude,
going
we
to
just need
offend
to
a lot more.
we just need to like break this ground, man.
Yeah,
There's
yeah. I want.
man the same, and obviously we just had some differences, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. But like, dude, this guy and me are like we're the same dudes. I'm telling you guys,
We have way more
we
in
are
common.
all the same dudes. We have way more in common than we can ever imagine.
and
Ever imagine.
I actually have spent time with black people. I could hoop.
Yeah, he put his
And
time.
I don't know any of this shit. So I'm walking around looking at other white people like, yeah, I don't know anything. You're scared of your own shadow. You just listen to what the news tells you, and you're just like, bro, like you're just fine. Like they're just
fine,
They're,
like,
they're just fine. You ever hung out with a bunch of black people? They're hilarious and they're fun to be around. Like I don't know what your deal is. But I didn't ask any questions because I was told shut up, and I kind of figured it was your business. And like, I mean, my best friends had 2 kids in the last 3 years. My wife's like, hey, how's Sean's daughter? And I'm like,
I don't know his name.
They're like, well, you were on the phone with him for 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, he got a new driver. Like, I don't know. I have no idea about his kids because we just don't ask that kind of stuff, right? We're not asking deep questions. But after especially after this freaking political climate, like, I don't know why they want us to hate each
we need
other
to
so
break
much.
ground,
I don't know
man.
what the benefit is. I'm sure it's financial somewhere, but like, they don't want me to hate Chinese people. They don't want you to hate Indian people. They just want you and I to not like each other. So whatever.
They don't want me to hate Indian people. They don't want me to hate gay people. They don't want me to hate
What
anybody.
do you think? It's just me.
Only this dude.
It's just me. Again, I've done a lot of bad stuff,
And
but
probably
I
the
promise you I didn't cause slavery.
And
I
probably
promise
like the
you I didn't do
closest
that.
thing to this guy is probably this guy. Like that's the problem.
I am here for the solution, man, but like I didn't cause it. I promise you that. We were trying not to starve of famine. You know what I mean? My people weren't even here. We had potatoes and no sunshine and all kinds of shit. But anyway, man, that wraps up episode 1. I think we have a lot of good stuff going on from here, and we appreciate your time, guys. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Later.